Jason Blum, the powerhouse behind Blumhouse Productions, has long enjoyed a golden run in horror, with hits like The Purge, Insidious, and Get Out solidifying his name as a genre king. But the release of M3GAN 2.0 has dealt an unexpected blow, both commercially and emotionally. Despite enormous anticipation and a built-in fan base from the wildly successful first film, the sequel underperformed at the box office, so much so that Blum admitted he was in pain all weekend long, watching the numbers roll in. Initial projections had M3GAN 2.0 opening to a healthy $35.40 million domestically, riding on the viral marketing success and cult popularity of the original M3GAN film. But reality hit hard when the opening weekend gross came in below $18 million, barely half of what industry analysts had expected. With a production budget rumored to hover around $25 million, significantly more than the original's $12 million. The tepid debut has turned into a gut punch for Blumhouse and its backers. Jason Blum took to social media to share his candid reaction. "It was one of the toughest weekends I've had in a long time," he wrote on X, "not because we made a bad movie, we didn't, but because the audience didn't show up the way we'd hoped. I felt it physically, like an ache." The producer added that he stood by the film, the team, and the creative risks they took, but admitted that the outcome was humbling. Insiders point to a number of factors that could have contributed to the film's stumble. Critics were divided, some praising its ambition, others lamenting its reliance on meta humor and recycled plot points. Unlike the original M3GAN, which embraced its campy tone and rode the wave of meme culture, M3GAN 2.0 seemed to struggle with tonal balance. It tried to lean deeper into sci-fi while still clinging to horror roots, creating what some reviewers called an identity crisis on screen. Complicating matters further, the release timing of M3GAN 2.0 placed it up against heavy competition from other summer blockbusters: Disney's Inside Out 2 and Paramount's A Quiet Place. Day one both drew massive crowds during the same window, leaving M3GAN 2.0 squeezed out of marquee screens and attention. Horror fans, typically reliable during off-season months, seemed more interested in streaming or awaiting the next big franchise installment. Marketing may also have played a role. The original M3GAN became an instant viral sensation thanks to that iconic hallway dance, countless TikTok edits, and a cheeky social media campaign that turned the killer doll into a pop culture moment. But the sequel's promo strategy leaned heavily into nostalgia for the first film, without offering anything fresh to spark new engagement. The teaser campaign, filled with vague, menacing footage and limited plot reveals, may have failed to excite new viewers or reassure returning fans that the sequel would raise the stakes. Blumhouse insiders confirmed that the disappointing turnout has sparked internal discussions about their franchise strategy moving forward. While M3GAN 3.0 had already been in early development, the future of that project is now under serious review. "There's no question that we need to reevaluate," said one executive anonymously. "It's not just about the numbers. It's about trust with the audience. We didn't deliver what they wanted, and they told us loud and clear." Despite the disappointment, Blum maintains a philosophical outlook. "You don't make horror unless you're ready to fail," he wrote. "It's a genre built on risk. Sometimes you shock the world, sometimes it shocks you. We've had incredible luck, and this is part of the ride." Lead actress Allison Williams, who returned for the sequel, has not yet commented publicly. However, co-writer Akela Cooper shared a cryptic post on Instagram, hinting that the studio moved the finish line in post-production, suggesting creative differences may have diluted the original vision. Industry analysts remain divided on the long-term impact of M3GAN 2.0's failure. Some argue it's a minor stumble for an otherwise successful brand, while others see it as a cautionary tale about overextending a viral hit without giving audiences something new. The horror genre, though ever resilient, is not immune to the sequel curse, especially when originality gives way to formula. As Monday morning rolled around and the final weekend tallies settled in, Blumhouse is left with a bruised ego and some hard questions. Jason Blum's honesty about the film's reception may endear him to fans and peers alike, but it won't be enough to erase the sting of a box office misfire. Still, if Blum's track record is any indication, this pain may only fuel his next success.